Greetings and salutations. Let's talk about a hot topic, Amazon's A9 algorithm. So you've probably seen recently, Danny McMillan and Seller Sessions published a big article on the A9 algorithm. After that came out, it inspired Kevin King to do a follow-up piece, and he put in his newsletter and I believe a LinkedIn post about the future of the algorithm, where Danny's was the foundation, talking about the technology that underlies Amazon's ranking algorithm. Kevin's talked about the future and the evolution of where the algorithm will probably go with its technology. Both of these pieces were underpinned by important research papers that were shared on Amazon.science. Danny's was based on Daria Sorkina's work, The Joy of Ranking Products, published back in 2016. And Kevin's was based on a much more recent paper published in 2023 that talked about the integration of large language models in keyword relevance and ranking. So I decided to write an article that kind of filled in the gaps. My article starts with a personal anecdotal experience of everything that I witnessed in the algorithm while running the foremost product launch service in the space for many years. Then I go into sort of a timeline, the evolution of the technology based on the science papers. It starts with the Joy of Ranking in 2016 and then moves to multi-objective relevance ranking introduced in 2019 and then refined in 2020, and then moves into RankFormer and using transformers, and then large language models introduced in 2022 and 2023. Just before the conclusion, my article goes over best practices for Amazon sellers as well as software providers. But the part I want to talk about today is the conclusion. So, spoiler alert, I'm going to give away the ending of the movie before it even starts. See, back in 2014, and probably before that, but I can't speak on that because I wasn't selling back then, the most important thing that you could do for your product was optimize your listing with good copywriting and get amazing photos taken. And the reason is because back then, Amazon didn't have a sophisticated relevance engine. So what determined relevance was popularity, which is conversion rates and sales. That really gave sellers a lot of control over how well their product performed. Since then, the evolution of this relevance engine has taken a lot of that power away. Amazon has attempted to streamline their catalog because they're primarily concerned with the whole shopping experience, not just a customer finding a specific and particular product. And this has created some homogeneity on the website. And with so many relevance data points, now it really feels like Amazon has a lot more control and has taken a lot of that control away from sellers compared to 2014. That doesn't mean that there isn't anything we can do. There's still tons that we can do, and there's a lot of work to be done. But to illustrate my point, you can have an amazing product and a highly optimized listing and still get beat out by your competitors because so much of the control lies in Amazon's hands now. Here's the thing though, if Amazon moves forward with integrating large language models and transformers, etc., it's possible that we could see a return to the days of 2014. And that's because a large language model is not going to be concerned with keyword density because it doesn't work off of a static list of keywords. A large language model is not going to reference a man-made list of relevant scores. Instead, a large language model is going to ingest the copy on the listing and the metadata, and it's going to look for clear, complete, and robust descriptions of use cases, of features, of benefits. Hence, it's going to be looking for great copywriting. And it probably won't stop there because large language models are becoming multimodal. And that means it's going to look at the images too, and it's going to be looking for clear, easy to understand pixels, hence a need for great photography. So in my opinion, sellers may very well gain control again over how well their listing performs on Amazon because the foundational elements that made us successful back in 2014 will be present again. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the article. Cheers.